Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to my StoneBlock world. I hope you're ready for some modded Minecraft. As you can see, we are once again near the chickens. Now, I do usually in between videos try to get 8 new chickens all the way to a 10 out of 10 out of 10 level. We do have 8 new chickens. They are just currently not at a 10 out of 10 out of 10 level. These guys are currently, the main one that we want to get up as quickly as possible is growth, because that is how quickly we get them to breed to a new chicken. So these ones are currently at about a 5 level, so not really what we're looking for, about halfway there. These guys are at a 4-5 level, so also about halfway there. These guys are at a 3 level, 3 level. These ones are still beginning at the 1-2 level, 3 level, 4-6 level, so kind of the 5 level, and once again a 2-3 level. So these are unfortunately going to take a little while longer, but I figure we can kind of check on them in between the videos, or just, you know, in between while we're doing other stuff, and hopefully relatively soon, before next video, they will be at the next level. This guy is the next one ready, but it's going to take a while, so I thought, you know what, let's move on and get back to business. We are trying to make, all the way over here, for our storage, we are trying to get these last 2 storage cells. Now, I do believe, for the most part, we have everything we could possibly need. So we have our 1K and our 4K. Then if we want to get our 16K, we need these guys. We're going to need these guys first, which we make with 3 of these and a calculator processor, and glowstone dust we have. Now we have 21 of these, which means we have 7 of the calculation processors to make. How do we make those? Great question. I've half forgotten, but I'll remember in a second, or I can just look it up. We need silicone as well as pure Certus quartz crystals, of course. Simple and easy. We only need like I said, 7 of these, so we will be relatively quickly done with this. This is not silicone. There we go. And our calculation. And we put them in this machine, and we need redstone just to get everything working. And we go 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2. Right, okay, for this one we don't need to do all this. And once again, we are only needing to make about 7 of these, but with these 7, we know we'll be able to make 2 more of the next level, so we will make 9 in total, because we're going to need these logic processors for the last level as well. So might as well just condense all of our steps to one more final crafting extravaganza. Okay, now we do this again, only 9 times will be okay. This is much quicker than the stack of them we made in the beginning, which is always very exciting. But hi, welcome. I hope you're ready for some exciting, fun Minecraft. Modded Minecraft is always pretty fun. I think today we will be working on getting, like I said, these last 2 levels of the storage cells, and then after that, I think we'll also get back to our chickens, but I think we might also have some fun, exciting mystery boxes to open up. So we'll see how that goes. We were usually opening up actually, no, these mystery boxes are different. I was gonna say we have the surprise boxes, which you used to open up over here because it was far away from everything, but now that we have this here, it's no longer far away from everything. But luckily today we have slightly less dangerous mystery boxes to open up. So that's exciting. We got some fun stuff from it last time that we did actually end up using for this project, so pretty good finds there as well. Okay, now this can go, this can go, this can go, this can go, and this can go. And the last pieces we are going to need, other than our special glass, is, oh, there we go. No need to worry. Some glowstone. Okay, let's go grab ourselves some glowstone. I do believe we have a glowstone chicken. There we go. So no need for us to worry about this at all. And with all of these components complete, let's go check on our chicken really quickly. Nothing. This is also, by the way, what I do in between videos. I just look at these chickens for hours on end and go, okay, time to look at the chickens again and see if anything has happened. But so far so good. This one is at 96, so that will be ready in a moment. But that gives us enough time to craft 7 of these, with which we do want to make just 1 of these. So I do need a little bit of redstone for that. Okay, this chicken is getting there. We have now reached a 10 and a 9 status in like 2 of the levels, so that has a little bit more growing to do. And we grab some of this. Perfect. And we quickly craft just a couple more things. We craft 1 of these, just like that. And we use our last remaining information to make ourselves 2 of these, which we can then use to make 2 of these. And just like that, we have completed this, for which we got a torch launcher, okay. And we have completed this, for which we got 12 epic bacon. I'm pretty sure apart from the cooked apple, which we have, the epic bacon is the next on my list for the best food sources in this game. Not that I've ever actually used it at all, but it is on my mental list of things to remember could be useful. This chest is looking a right mess, but this is pretty much everything this game has ever just given us as a reward for the quests. But this one's almost done. Perfect chickens, okay. A couple chickens that we are waiting for, which I will check in after I drop some stuff off in this chest, because what we are about to do requires just a little bit more thought and planning, because we are trying to set up our drive. And I think that's going to be a whole separate list of adventures, because I think it'll probably require some more thinking, some more learning, but I do think we will get there eventually. And if these chickens could all, each and every one of them, just immediately give me a 10 out of 10 chicken, that would be wonderful. Okay. But now that we have created this I'm going to ignore for now, because this is just liquid storage, but especially because these chickens give us a solid object for the liquid, we're not really going to need this. So the next thing we are going to need is an ME controller. It is the routing hub of an ME network. Each face of the ME controller multiblock will allow the network to use up to 32 more channels. Okay, so we are trying to make an ME connector controller. I remember. Now we have pure fluix crystals, or we can make them. Do we have skystone blocks? Can we make skystone? A lava bucket, skystone dust. Okay. Surprisingly, I think we actually do have this. Do we have a crucible we can use? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. We can work with that. Let's grab ourselves this guy. And I think in one of these chests, there we go. And then, how was I doing this? Oh yes, with cobblestone. And this should melt into lava. But we do also just have this guy. How does this work? Okay, let me maybe try and make something else, because I don't think this is really going to work. So if I want to make this, I need a stone barrel. Let's quickly make one of these. We need chiseled or any type of stone and a stone slab. I feel like we've made these before, but I currently can't find any. Oh, well, problem solved, I do suppose. We put this like right here for now. We grab ourselves a bucket of lava, put it in there, and we throw this in here, and there you go. Now we have a piece of skystone. Now for this recipe, we need 4 pieces of skystone, which should be relatively doable. And if anybody is wondering, we set a lot of this up in earlier videos, so it makes sense if you haven't seen these before, or it's been a while since I've explained it, how this works is the exact same process I started here with cobblestone and a light source underneath. It is able to turn the cobblestone into lava, and this is just a cobblestone generator, so it's pushing cobblestone into here. The heat source is right under there, we can sort of see it, and that is becoming lava, and the lava is moving to this little device which turns it into electricity. It is not very quick, which is why we have different electricity sources by now, but it does still exist in my world. Alright, let's get these chickens up to the max level ever. They'll be there eventually. And now that we have this guy made, we need 4 pure fluix crystals. Do I have any in here? This is what we're about to start opening. Do not worry, we will get there. Okay, we'll have to make a couple of the new fluix crystals. And then the last one we need is an engineering processor, which needs silicon and an engineering press with a diamond. Alright, let's get ourselves one of these silicon. There we go. Let's grab ourselves a quick little diamond. And then we can figure out the last step of this process. I did not want to stack, actually. I've changed my mind. I only wanted the one. But yeah, we're getting there. I think once we have a lot of this stuff built, I do think we will be a little bit more able to set the system up, because I haven't really set this up in a while, but I do think once we have this controller, we just kind of need like an interface and it'll kind of hopefully all work out. I'm assuming we do one of these. Perfect. And now I can go back and figure out how we got these pure fluix crystals. Because I think we've done this once before, but we always need a little bit of a refresher, because I don't remember. There's too much modded Minecraft to remember all the time. And that keeps it interesting. And chickens. Chickens also keep it interesting. Alright, let's put some of these chickens away. And let's check out how we got this crystal. Are these the ones we grow? A fluix seed made from fluix dust and sand into a puddle. Oh, it's these guys. Okay. Fluix dust and sand. We will not be throwing it into a puddle because I believe if I throw it into a puddle, it will take actual years. I think it took like 20 minutes last time. We need sand and we needed fluix dust. How did we get to fluix dust? Is the current question. With regular fluix crystals, of course. And how did we get to fluix crystals? 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and 1 redstone dust. Nether quartz, redstone dust. Nether quartz, redstone dust. Nether quartz, redstone dust. Alright. I should have kept some water in my bucket. I have forgotten the ways of the game. We do something like this, and something like this. And there we go. We've never been better. Oh, the chickens. This one is so close to being perfect. And the other ones are gonna need more time. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to learn to be patient. And then we put this in our crusher, which makes noise. Do not be alarmed. Sometimes things make noise. And that's okay. And with all of that, we will be hopefully momentarily able to throw it with some sand Right, that's why we have the sand, of course, into yet another puddle. We love throwing things into puddles in this mod. And we do this. No, actually, this is not how we do this. This is how I messed it up the first time. Right. This actually just gets crafted. Just like this. And then we throw them in here. That is the process. And now this needs a little bit of time, so I shall simply let that be. And go and look at the chickens. But yeah, pretty much when I say in between videos I will be dealing with the chickens, this is almost always what I mean. I'm either getting some things prepared for the next video, so some extra crafting of like materials, and in between all of that I'm just sitting here and staring at these chickens for hours and hours on end. Which is why I usually try and get it done in between videos, but I guess this time I decided, you know what? Why not show everyone? And here we go. In but a second, all of this crafting will be done. And then we will have this interface, which I think should be a good step for us to then actually start building this machine. Because currently we have a bunch of different components, right? We have the ME drives, in which we put the storage drives. And the storage drives are used to store. They're essentially the chests. And we could have already set that up. We could have already connected that to our entire chicken production site, but we have yet to do so. Because either way, if we set it up, we have no way of like dealing with what is in the system without an interface to look at. So that is currently the #1 priority of things we need to make sure we're able to craft. Let's go back. Everything should now be done with their crafting and growing and all of that fun stuff. I like it sometimes when mods, it feels like it takes, you know, longer, but I do enjoy it when you have to sometimes wait for stuff to be done. Okay, these two, what are you crushing? Okay, well it is crushing the air. I suppose that's fair. But I like it because it just kind of means I have to wait a little bit more. What did I do with my food? Oh, there it is. So we shall simply have to be a little bit more patient for this to be done. And while we're being oh so patient, as a little reward, I think we can open some of these chests. Let's open some of our common loot. Squid bait and slime balls. Apples and slime balls. Prismarine shards and bones. Sponges and a wooden chest transporter. That could actually be fun. A chance cube and a rabbit bait. These chance cubes are the ones that can be dangerous. Raw chicken and raw beef. Mushroom and apples. A light blue chicken egg and a slime ball. Carrots and a name tag. I'll take a name tag. Cow bait, cyan chicken egg, eggs, ocelot bait. Ooh, I would love a little ocelot. 3 leather and a cactus green chicken egg. Sponges and mushrooms. Light gray chicken egg and wolf bait and a juicer. Okay. Slime ball and rabbit bait, carrots and lapis, cobwebs and mana in a bottle. Okay. Slime ball and ocelot bait, Bam's pineapple pizza. Don't mind if I do. And a yellow chicken egg, leather, cow bait, wheat, prismarine shard, carrot, ender orb translocator. That sounds fun. Raw salmon and an orange chicken egg. Pig bait and another juicer, wheat and raw pork chops, raw beef, squid bait, wolf bait, more juicers, potatoes, and raw fish. My goodness, this chest is about to be full forever and ever. And we're gonna need another chest. I fear we are going to need another chest. We have a couple more chance cubes to open up, which we will get to eventually. But oh, I didn't mean to do all that. But I think we do want to at least build a little bit of a safer area to do so in, because it is quite dangerous. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. Oh, actually we can place them on top of each other. We can't place them next to each other, but we can place them on top of each other. And let's continue emptying out all of the fun stuff that we collected. Perfect! And with that, we have just a whole nother chicken. Ooh, this one's also getting up there in numbers. So these are all almost sort of nearly done. Not all of them, but some of them. This one, almost perfect. This one had rapid change. Let's deal with our last little crafting pieces, and then I guess I will deal with these chickens in between videos once more. But I do want to craft this little controller that has been the goal of today's video. Let's see if everything is done growing now. Sometimes patience is key. There we go. I need to cook that, okay. And just like that, everything is cooked. We don't actually have to go all the way over there to craft. We have a crafting table right here. And now, today's video, we made these last 2 storage drives and an ME controller, for which we got some more epic bacon. I think we should probably try and set this whole system up relatively soon, but I don't actually know much about doing that, so that will be an exciting experiment for a different time. We currently have 3 ME drives, an ME controller. We have 2 of the 64K drives, which is the ones that we will most likely want to use because more storage, right? We can only put a certain number of drives into the drive. We can only put a certain number of cells into the drive, so the more storage that one cell can hold, the more storage our entire system will have. These chickens are making progress, so I think in between videos we will just be working on these same chickens. I don't think I will be trying to add any more chickens into the mix, but these 8 chickens will be added into the next round of chickens, which means we are one step closer to not only finishing the applied energetics storage system, but also this chicken mod. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always appreciate all of your support. If you have any tips or tricks for this world, definitely let me know. Any other mods in this mod pack you want me to explore, let me know. I'm just exploring whatever mod I think fits my needs the best at the moment. But sometimes I like to just kind of get lost and do random mods. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon in this world or the next. Alright, have a good one. Bye bye!